I had a scary murderer chase me all night long in my dream.
Oh, honey.
To the point where the dream was so exhausting, I had to wake up. It was more exhausting than scary.
Oh. Yeah.
I'd find a place to hide in a town or something, and next thing you know, I get some kind
scary murderers right there.
I get some communique that he's getting close again, so then I have to take off again. This dream was exhausting, and I woke up and I slapped my face a few times. Just wake up, shake up the brain so the brain forgets this dream, and we'll try another dream.
What are you afraid of
I love
facing?
nightmares. I fucking love nightmares.
No, he did. He's not afraid. He faced it. That means you worked it out.
He was running away from it, and it keeps getting close.
Yeah,
and
no,
he keeps
but
hiding.
when you work
Dream
hard
analyzing blows.
No, I'm very good at it.
Dream analyzing.
One time I dreamt I was flying.
all dreams mean the same thing. It's the Jews trying to control your mind. That's what every dream is. Every dream is that.
But I'm tired because it was exhausting. It was just exhausting.
Yeah. Nightmares are exciting. They're fun. I love having nightmares. The scarier, the better. You wake up, you're like, holy fuck. But it's like you were in some cool movie. And then you're up and everything's fine. You had, and I've talked about this before, you have like the hugest life-threatening fucking problems.
Right.
And in a second, they're gone when you wake up. It's like, that's fixed.
That is the
Thank
greatest.
God, because I was up for murder of somebody. Now I'm
the one
fine.
I have all the time is being in an airplane and we're flying like through a city, I'm like, there's no way we're not hitting those buildings.
I've had the one.
And the pilot's like apologizing. I know we're a little low. Please bear with me. But the thing about that dream every time is that I tell myself, this time this is not a dream. I always dream this.
Yeah.
But this is real. And I'm just sure it's real.
I have that one all the time. We go to take off. It's always on takeoff. And there's trees and a field. And I'm like, oh, my God, I could hear we don't have enough power.
Yep.
We're not off the ground. And we're going into the trees. Always. Right. And the plane never fucking takes off right.
No.
And I'm the same way. I go, I know this is a dream. But every time it happens, like, holy shit, why the fuck?
That's your mind telling you. It's a symbolic of being afraid that your plane is going to hit something.
But that's abstract. You really go deep.
Anthony's onto something, though. When you wake up from a horrific dream where you think you're going to prison for life, I don't know, whatever it is, and you wake up and realize it was just a dream, it is the greatest feeling ever.
That's the biggest one I have all the time is I'm just hanging out, and then it hits me, and my memory goes, wait a minute, I fucking helped people kill somebody.
Well, that's what, I always have a dream that I murdered people.
Yeah,
and
they're buried somewhere.
Like someone, I'm in a room and they're knocking on the door to make me pay for my murders.
Really?
And I'm like, that's it. This is the end.
See, I don't get that. I get the one where I've killed somebody, and they're after years, they're on to me. Like the cops are starting to come to the door and go, we found something, and then I'm like, and I start thinking, I'm gonna fucking be in prison for my whole life because I did do this. I'm like, I did it. And then you wake up and go, good.
I dreamt that I was driving a bus. I drove a bus into a crowded intersection and plowed down about 40 people and killed them.
Fantastic.
And then everybody was at the bus windows, banging on the windows, trying to get in at me.
That's actually what I jerk off to.
And then I woke up and thought, oh, thank God.
I dreamt the other day, and this is the truth, and I actually talked about this in therapy.
Yeah.
I dreamt that my mother walked into my room, but the room I live in now, and took a cat litter box full of cat shit and dumped it into the trash in my bathroom. And I said, don't do that. Don't leave that in here. And she belligerently dumped the cat shit into my fucking bathroom garbage can and then walked out.
Wow.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I actually dreamt
Hopefully it means something, not just I don't want mom dumping cat shit.
I actually dreamt the other night. I have a friend who doesn't talk to me anymore. Like, I have a friend who broke up with me.
Why?
I don't know. Like I
wrote
him an email saying, I'm not sure what happened, but I miss your friendship. And he never wrote back. He just doesn't talk to me anymore. And I had this dream the other night that I was at his father's funeral. I don't think his father is really dead, but that he's Jewish, and that at Jewish funeral, his father gets put into a giant garlic, a big head of garlic,
clove of garlic, head, whatever.
A big giant head of garlic, and that he wanted me to carry this big head of garlic to the funeral.
Means a lot to the Jewish people.
But it wasn't part. He's like, I just need you to carry it to thing and then stop, and then we'll take it from there.
Oh.
Like, I was just carrying his dead father in a giant garlic as a favor, and he wouldn't even, I'm trying to make small talk with him. He wouldn't even talk to me while I'm doing it. And then at one point he's like, okay, that's far enough. Like, because I'm not Jewish, he wouldn't let me come the rest of the way.
Well, selfish. Maybe he was sad about his father being dead. He's thinking it's about you.
That's
Maybe
right.
he's fucking sad that the man who raised him is now in a garlic hat being carried by a fucking redheaded creep.
So maybe he should have
fucking snotty Jew. Who gives a shit?
But wait, no, wait.
That's the oddest thing, too. When dead people show up in your dreams.
Yeah.
And stuff, and you hang out. Like, my father occasionally pops into my dreams.
That's real, by the way.
And then you're like,
that's real stuff.
You're like hanging out and talking. It's like, hey, you don't even think twice about it. And then you wake up and go, ew, that was creepy. He's been dead. He's
still alive in your dreams.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, there's actual communication going on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, if you read a book or two on near-death experience.
How come it's usually hanging out talking and not driving drunk in his pickup truck with me in the passenger seat, scared shitless?
What is he saying to you in the dreams?
Nothing.
They're
it's like
people, Anthony.
It's small
Don't
talk.
hate them that much. They're people.
No, he wouldn't say that.
No, you must.
In anyone's wildest dreams.
He's making sure you carry the torch for the Kumias.
Yes.
Do not forget the lessons I taught you when you were 5 years old. Well, you just wanted to go outside and play. Well, this guy says, Tom in Philly, I had a dream that the show I listened to 5 hours a day once pretended to drop bra bombs on a TV station. What a nightmare.
Then he woke up and realized, we never did that.
Yeah.
Don't ever bring that up.
And then you get Thomas from Dallas. Were you dreaming, Opie, that you were the young Opie and the older Opie was out to kill you for the blimp thing? Linger longer.
Should have.
All right, back to Chris Berman.
It's interesting because the two things I know about you is running away, scared.
What do you mean?
Because the one story that really resonates to me about you is the one where they taught you about sex in school.
Oh, yeah, that was
And
horrific.
then told you that your parents know, and then you ran into a tree. Come down.
An apple tree.
An apple tree. A very poetic tree.
I was 11.
It wasn't even like a fern. It was an apple tree.
I was 11
tree.
or 12.
That's the real George Washington story, by the way.
Well, I was, back when you're 11 or 12, you're getting your sex, knowledge from other kids that sort of like get a tidbit here. That was good enough for me.
Yeah, exactly.
To see the film and then be warned that the parents are prepared for you to come home from school so you could have a longer discussion on this, I wasn't ready for that.
No.
I just wasn't ready.
Totally. And your parents know. What?
And there's no exaggeration because I as a kid I loved climbing trees. The taller the better. I mean I would get kind of crazy with the climbing of the trees, and I ran right up the apple tree, and I remember like it was yesterday. My dad looking up at me, going, "Come on, it's not gonna be that bad. Come down."
No, it is.
We'll just talk for 5 or 10 minutes. I'm like, no. Oh, it was awful.
But that's interesting because that fear. Which is not everybody reacts to that with that kind of fear.
No, I know, but
not everybody reacts with fear to that situation.
Right.
You react to it with fear. And there's something about that and your fear and these dreams, these exhausting running away
Well, your
things.
hormones have to...
I think it's the same person.
You know what it comes down to, though, in that case? When you're learning about sex, your hormones got to be ready. They got to match up.
That's right.
Like, I developed very late. So for a 12-year-old, I still want to hang out with my G.I. Joes and my stupid bike with the baseball card that made the noise a little bit. I wasn't ready for that crap. Your hormones got to be ready. You start feeling some shit. You're like, all right, tell me what this is. I need to know if this is cool or not.
Showing my dick to the retarded girl down the street.
It was all about just sex at that point.
11 or 12?